back to CEVO TV. I'm Misled. With me is Vansilli, and we're bringing you Map 2 against with Follow eSports versus Trifecta. And we're already live into this pistol round right off the bat. Follow eSports throwing out the NOA boost.
Yeah, let's see what's going to happen with that. Now we're going to have the openings coming through on the trade up catwalk. So it's a 4 versus 4. 6 men are trying to come across, but a crossfire is set up by Follow eSports. Again, trading out towards mid. This is going to be a close round, and the advantage comes back towards Vice, but then Hades evens it up on the 2 versus 2. Ocean on the other side of the door. 2 guys closing in, but they're going to peek one by one, and they're going to be able to win this round. Maybe no. AS2 puts it on a 1 versus 1. Still has a lot of health up against Hades. Almost no more bullets in the Glock. Is forced to reload. This is going to be a close call. Who's going to take this?
This is going to be intense here. Hades is actually a repeat out from CG spawn. AS2 crouches down to try and wrangle in that Glock. Not quite enough, though. Hades will win the exchange. That'll be Follow eSports perfect on pistol rounds so far. They took both from Cobble, and they took the first one from Dust, too.
Indeed, I mean, it was a bloodbath going at the beginning of the round.
Yeah.
I mean, playing aggressively on catwalk, they went for the boost for the peak as well, but it comes down to there was no executes for smokes or anything either. It was just pure fragging, and it was Trifecta that took the upper hand.
Yeah, Trifecta trying to capitalize on that one, but Follow eSports was able to shut it down, do everything they need to. So again, if Follow eSports can get all of these anti-ecos off, you have to think so far that's 9 rounds in their favor between the two maps. But Trifecta coming strong here on this eco round of theirs. As we only have Desi and Ocean left alive, they just storm their way up catwalk, able to get the bomb planted here, and great post-plant positioning now just because they have the numbers on their side. It'll be tough retake for Follow eSports.
And the best part of that is that they went for pistol buys with no armor, so they didn't even go for a full pistol buy. They just counted on Deagles and Tech 9s, and their aim was just on top of it. Like I said, you could just plug this map, but Desi gets 2 kills, and both of them are still very low, but so is he. He could maybe get the first kill, and he lines them both up! He gets an ace! He gets an ace and a clutch at the same time.
He's gotta find the bomb.
But, yeah, he might go off, but still, that was a great round by Desi.
That was very close right there. Gets himself the 5K. If he would have jumped and just tried to spray the FAMAS, probably would have said, well, still, he was 5 seconds short. That would have only been 2 seconds. He probably would have saved off that. Yeah, he wouldn't have been... The biggest thing was, if he could have got the jump off, got the 2 spray downs with the jump, which was possible. They were lined up right next to each other. FAMAS just throws bullets. Could have got lucky. They were both extremely low. And getting on the bomb a little bit faster instead of getting stumbled up in the smoke. But again, smoke in his face. A little hard to find that bomb. So you can't really blame him for that. But big round, got the ace no matter what.
And at the end of the day, it's not so bad for Trifecta because they won the round. Despite them all dying, they didn't buy armor, like I said, the round before. So they have plenty of money to go for AK-47s. A MAC-10 in the hand is sick just to add a little bit more money if he could get some $600 kills. But again, their economy is not that broken unless Desi is able to go on a rampage again, this time with the Deagle up on platform in B.
Yeah, trying to find something from platform did take Shinobi all the way down to 6 HP. Which is out quite a bit here. Stack is at that A bomb site. Good trade out frag. Vice gets Hades. L's quick to trade it with the pistol. L's trying to hunt for another one. Same with Wabbit, but neither of them got anything out of it. Desi goes down on the rotate out of B, and it leaves Ocean all by his lonesome. Trying to push up. Xbox. There's going to be Shinobi right around the corner, and they don't see each other yet.
Oh my God.
Hears noise out in mid, so he's going to go back towards mid, ignores the player at Xbox. Sick ends up turning around with the MAC-10, rips his face. That's Trifecta with 2 rounds.
Yeah, that could have been bad news there, especially if Desi actually did get that kill. And then after Els got that kill on Catwalk, it would have been a 4-on-3 situation going on for Follow eSports, which would have been harder for Trifecta to move around and try to overtake a site. So thankfully for that, the pistols, the RNG for the Deagle didn't come in the favor of the CT side, and Trifecta was able to stay alive and maintain the economy, putting this time Follow eSports in a double save.
Follow eSports with just pistols in their hands. They got some Deagles out again. Vice with the jumping MAC-10. Able to get 2 inside the B bomb site. Opens it wide open for his team, and does the AK win? Yes, Shinobi's able to take down Els. And we only have 1 CT left. That's going to be Wabbit, and he's pretty deep up in mid.
Hey, that's 3 kills that he got with the MAC-10, so adding $1,800 there in terms of kill, plus a win round of 32, or 32.50 I think it is, if it's just kill rounds. 35.50. That's a lot of money saved up for Vice right there. He's going to be able to upgrade, at least if he wants to, an AWP for Whitmer, so that Whitmer can drop the AK-47 or whatnot. But they're going to be looking comfortable in this round here, and they could still be in a position where they could continue to break the economy of Follow eSports if they're able to win this round here.
So Follow eSports going on to the full buy. They got the op out in the hands of Wabbit. Vice is holding the op at the moment. That's because he had the spawn, I'm assuming, and he gets the leg onto Hades. And it doesn't do enough.
There's that trade. There you go.
Yep. Drops it back to Whitmer, their main hopper. So let's see if Whitmer can make something happen with the op now. Maybe collect a full kill instead of just a grip of damage.
Still effective enough towards Long if they try to overtake this Long as well. Hades is stuck inside the pit, so a nade coming inside the area is definitely going to take him down, but they've capitalized on taking control of mid. They're going to try to lurk up on Catwalk and try to get the entry there with Shinobi at the point. Desi's on the top there towards the Goose side, though, so that's a huge player, and still he could hold the side single-handedly if he wanted to.
And again, we're going to see Trifecta trying to work their way up. Cat good. Flashbangs come out from them. Let's see if Els can trade any of these out. Pop flash comes out. Desi's got to go on the peak. Desi gets one. That nade should come in and do a ton of damage to Sick. Ends up taking him down. But Sick was able to find the frag onto Desi. Now we have AS2 working through Playground. And AS2 will find the headshot onto Els. Working over towards that game helper. They're going to try and get the bomb planted. Ocean right there. Very close. AS2 trying to get him. Ocean on the jump. AS2 will capitalize on that. But Hades out of the pit, finds the frag. Wabbit will save the op, and that's a second round now for Follow eSports.
And imagine how that round would have panned out if Vice actually did get the kill onto Hades. Because Hades, after that leg shot, was at 16 HP inside the pit, still managed to get 2 kills and prevent Trifecta to get the bomb plant just from the pit side alone. So him being dead would have changed the whole outcome of that round for them taking over that A site for Trifecta.
Very, very true, but we'll never know how that could have went. Just waiting to see if Follow eSports can string together 2. That would be very effective for them and their economy here. Otherwise, Trifecta back onto a buy. They could really do some damage as Follow eSports has to buy out into this one, as Hades was going to be one of the last guys in that round. And as you can see, still buying out will be Follow eSports, and only body armor coming out for Ocean, Wabbit, and Desi.
At the same time, they slowed down lower B at the beginning of the round, giving an advantage for Whitmer, to, should I say Wabbit, to get boosted and peek towards Catwalk. As that smoke dissipated, they decide to fall back and hold more towards a default setup, but their default setup is more passive this time because they actually used a lot of resources on that boost, going for a support as well on Catwalk, so that long A is actually open if they wanted to. But TCA, Trifecta, looking to set up maybe for a mid-take and towards spawn as well.
And again, we're going to see aggressiveness come out on Cat coming from Trifecta. Doesn't work out right off the bat. Els will get Shinobi, but AS2 very fast on the trade out. That's going to make it an even 4-on-4 now. Time ticking down on Trifecta. They have to make an execute, and it looks like they want to go towards B, man.
That's right, Hades is on the top of the box, so he's going to see him come up. He's going to spam through, and the flames come as well from the incendiary grenade of Ocean. So they take down 2. They force AS2 in the corner, waiting for those flames to dissipate. But now they have to close in and take down Ocean. They manage to do so. So 2 versus 2. As they come across, though, he gets off down as the smoke dissipated by Wabbit inside CT spawn. So it's a 2 versus 1 right now. Vice is going to plant at his default spot up against Wabbit and Hades. Hades on a quick flank towards B tunnels, and Wabbit is still holding towards CT spawn, looking at the window. So this is going to be tough for Vice. He's about to peek out. Wabbit's waiting for him. It's so close. But Hades has got to get the kill coming from the tunnels. And he's going to come in for the defuse as well. And still at this point, though, they could still somewhat go for some sort of a buy after a plant losing 2 rounds. So that's $1,900 plus the $800. So they'll be looking good for one more forced buy if they want to try to get this round and turn it back.
And I know I harp on it all the time, guys. I complain about it all the time. It's my biggest hatred for trying to take a site at 30 seconds, especially if it's not a direct site take. You're trying to come out through double doors to make it up mid into the B-bomb site. You get hurt so much at 30 seconds because counter flashes, Molotovs, smokes come out. Now you only have about 15 seconds to gunfight, get into the site, and that's what happened.
Nice pick by Whitmer onto Wabbit as he got the spawn towards Long. Wabbit is already there too, but it was just an obvious spot to check when you're going for the quick scope. He got the kill, but interesting enough here for T side, they went for a double up setup.
Yeah, this time it's going to be in the hands of Shinobi, who's also another guy that we've seen. What's interesting about this team is if the op goes into Shinobi or Vice's hands, either way, they're both good with it. Maybe not as good as Whitmer is, but they can still make something happen. So interesting to try out the double scope look here. And we'll see if it ends up working out. They have that one-man advantage until Vice goes down to Desi. So it's going to be 2 hops and 2 AKs versus 3 M4s and 1 op. Ocean right there at the double Ocean trying to spray. Ocean to the bubble.
Oh my god!
For his trouble, ends up going down. Desi comes through the window, gets traded out also, and that's a 2-man retake attempt going to be coming here from Els and Hades.
That was just a derp entry and a derp hold from both sides. I mean, that was crazy. It was just thanks to that smoke that actually saved Sick for a split second there to get that kill onto Ocean, give that 1-minute advantage for the T side. Then now it's a 2 versus 1. That double off setup comes into fruition for Shinobi and Whitmer. They turn things around. They try to reset the money. They will be able to reset the money back onto Follow eSports. But again, that double up setup that they had was if they can't get that pick towards long or towards mid, which they did, it's still trying to fall back to try to get the entry towards B, because you only have to focus on that platform when you're lurking slowly from the back of the upper B. Slowly when you're moving through, and you see nothing left happening towards the platform, that's where you get the scopes and try to get more entries towards the B side.
Shinobi got caught right there. Hades somehow was able to walk up, pick up the op, bail backwards, and not get caught by AS2. So a little bit of a miscue there from Trifecta, not being able to take down that player hunting for the op, as Follow eSports is going to be on an eco round with just some upgraded pistols now, and Hades now has himself an op in hand. And remember, Hades used to be a main opper for other teams that he was on, so he can use it pretty effectively. And, wow, as I said, he ended up missing an easy shot to Whitmer, and might get punished by Whitmer here. And no, he ends up finding it, so he redeems himself by looking over the top of the smoke and not going down. And Rabbit can't get the op, has to burn to collect it. And that was a very awkward moment if you're Wabbit.
Oh, boy. I was going to say before, you got to thank the new CSGO way of being able to click a button or push a button on your keyboard to pick up a gun. And unlike 1.6 or Source, which you actually had to walk towards the gun to pick it up. But Wabbit definitely went to old school style, knowing that the new school didn't work for him. But at least they're going to be able to salvage 2 AWPs out of this, which is actually very good for them, despite the ecos that they're, because they're on an eco, they're able to save 2 ops, and 2 ops on CD side could still be very good, because like you said, Hades used to be an operator for other teams that he's played in, so that means that Wabbit and Hades will continue to keep these ops for this round here, and could turn things around right after against Trifecta.
Yeah, and the big thing about that is both ops that were saved were from Shinobi and Whitmer, the 2 oppers that were on Trifecta, so they either have to rebuy 2 ops here or hope that they can get something going on with Whitmer and a single op, because you know Whitmer's going to be opping. If he has the cash his team can buy, he will be trying to op. And ends up missing a shot out in middle, doesn't find anything for it, and I like this Hades. This is old school Hades here, getting aggressive on catwalk with an op in hand, doesn't find a frag in the lower B, so he'll bounce back.
So still a 5-on-5 going on right now. Desi's going to push up aggressively here. He's going to get flashed, but he's not going to fall back as of yet, because he knows that they're going to think that nobody's on catwalk because of that smoke being there. So they will not expect anybody up close on cat if they're going to try to push through. But we are committing towards long right now for this terrorist team, and there's really only Hades opping from the back of the side at Goose.
Whitmer in the pit, though, we're going to be looking up towards Goose. Let's see if he can hit that shot. Not able to make that happen right off the bat, so Hades still up there at the A bomb site, out of Goose now into the standard part of the bomb site. He's actually going to reverse back towards catwalk, it looks like a little bit. Oh, but what a great flashbang comes in. That's going to help Desi, but he still has all 4 of those terrorists bearing down on him. Hades gets one, gets traded out very fast. Vice is going to be the first one there, the first one out. As
wow.
Shinobi actually gets both of those frags, taking down Ocean and Els, and Wabbit, last man standing, op in hand. He's just going to commit to the save here, as he would be 1 versus 4.
Yeah, that's right, 4, because Vice only has 1 HP, but it'd still be enough HP to get a kill there, and that was pure fragging once again of Dust 2. Really no flash executions to move up on catwalk. There was a counter flash from the CT side to give a chance to maybe let Desi get a kill from Brick side, but he got immediately killed by Sick moving in, so Sick played his part. Even though he died, he got the entry and gave a chance for Shinobi to get a 3K to clear out Elevator and towards the elbow side against the Opera on Hades. Wabbit, I think they heard him. with the scope. Yeah, he's going to get the kill. He's going to get chased from behind. AS2 is going to kill him. So the round's going to come in for Trifecta, and the double up setup is going to come back towards the T side.
Yeah, so Trifecta now up by 3 rounds here, and Follow eSports going to have to go on to an eco round. They were successful before. Let's see if they can do it again. But Trifecta looking good on their map choice against Follow, and if you guys remember, it was, what, a 16-8 victory in favor of Follow eSports on Cobbled, thanks to their stellar T side. So Trifecta needs to pick up some big rounds here in hopes that Follow eSports once again doesn't have a stellar T side and shuts them out and goes 2-0 and finds their first win of the season.
Look at this save moving up aggressively. They get the first kill at the end of the bait, trying to go for a second one, but they get lined up by Vice. AS2 watching towards that lower mid side, and also towards that flank was Sick watching Desi with that AK-47. And just like that, it's a 4 versus 1 with Wabbit, the last man standing, inside the A-bomb side of default spot. He's going to try to peek out towards Elbow, but Shinobi's just there. He's going to try to spam with the Tech 9, but he's going to get his kill stolen there by AS2.
AS2 with a big step up, able to steal away that frag at the end, and Trifecta's up 7-3 now, but Follow will be back onto a bye. And Trifecta right now just seems to have the number of Follow eSports. I mean, everywhere they're going, they're playing like a different team from map number 1. I mean, they're out shooting, they're out trading at the moment, and they're just working the angles a lot more aggressively than Follow eSports is here. And after watching map number 1, you would not expect to see Trifecta playing this well.
Well, definitely, and also it's a map that they've chosen. Oh, he just spotted that guy, Dark Spot. But he's not going to get the kill into Whitmer, but like I said, Dust 2 is the leg shot coming in from Hades, but then Rabbit getting one onto Vice, traded out by Sick at mid double doors. So that's one guy down at long, one guy down at mid, but a 4-on-4 situation. And we're going out for all-out fragging again. But the bomb is down inside T-spawn. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, they have to run back to try and collect this bomb here. Ocean out of the double doors at the B-bomb, but he's looking to find a frag. He'll get one. Desi finds one in mid also. And it looks like Shinobi should have made his way in, but he's so low on HP. Ocean easily sprays him down. It's going to be up to Whitmer here. 1v4. And it looked like he wanted to go for the save there for a second, but he's got time left. You're playing in the B-tons. Why not just see if you can get an angle here, try and drop a rifle out of the hands of one of these Follow eSports players. Now he's worried about getting flanked. At this point, you're pretty much committing to the save, I would think, or no.
He's going to try to get a few kills here. I mean, at this point, he's going to lose the round. They're going to get $1,400. They're going to have enough to buy the round after if they wanted to. So he's going to try to damage the economy. He's only able to get 1 kill, which is okay. But that scramble of a round for Trifecta's side, I mean, they had the entries and they had control of mid, but they actually had to hold towards the side as much as they can and force fights instead of force a site takeover, because just the sheer fact that they had to run back and pick up the bomb. And that was a small mistake there that cost the round.
Into round 12. Oh man, almost a 2-man lineup out in mid. Only Desi's the player to take any damage from the op coming out from Whitmer. As the Trifecta will be up 7-4 here. They look to try and control, this half if they're able to. Only one more round and they'll officially win this thing. If they do get this round here, the best Follow eSports can do is 7 rounds in their favor, which would be an exact mirror image of what we saw half number 1 in game number 1.
So that's just a bit slow this time, finally. We've seen a lot of aggressive rounds at the start for both teams, but now we're just going to keep it default for a bit because Desi got lagged at the beginning of the round. He's down to 20 HP. But they're going to try to lurk down towards this B-bomb site, but Ocean will have to try to hold it here from the platform. They've already jumped inside the site. They're going to spot Shinobi at the top, and they catch Ocean on a nade rotate, on a nade change, and a weapon change. Now Desi, you know he's close, and Shinobi's going to walk across it blind, but he still manages to get the kill. Wabbit, though, gets the outshot from spawn. It's going to be a 4-on-3, but at least a bomb is going to get planted with one still lurking at lower B, and that's going to be Vice. So at this point, the round seems to be going in favor of Trifecta, and indeed it will, because you see the last 3 guys, the last 3 dots in the minimap, staying out towards long pit and towards long ramp.
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty much fully bought out into this. The only players that have any semblance of money is going to be Ocean with 1250, Els with 2300. So, I mean, they're pretty bought out into this one player. Desi with $100 on Wabbit, 300 on Hades. So, cash-wise, they're not doing that great here. And they are going to be a reset on this one. So, they do want to save those 2 ops the head armor on Hades. He's got one utility nade. L's got utility. Oh no, Hades misses the shot. Sick is going to push on him. Sick misses his shot too, but Sick will end up re-pulling out the op. Ends up taking Hades down. So that's going to be one of the ops not saved here, as Follow eSports isn't going to have cash to buy up around the op and M4 that was saved. Trifecta with 8 rounds.
Yeah, it's interesting to see what they're going to use with these guns now. Are they going to play aggressive up on Cat? They're dropping in for Desi, so I'm excited to see where, or curious to see what kind of spawn Desi has. He does have a spawn to try to play back towards B. So Ocean, who usually plays it, is going to give it to Desi, and they're actually going for the force buy for the rest of the team, but they're pushing aggressively on GTA's side towards B. Desi's going to try to spam across, gets the trade, but then Sick gets the upper hand on that revenge frag. Web is going to try to get a few off shots from the window side, but the B bomb side seems to be very well under control here from the T side.
Yeah, AS2 and Winward both pick up frags. It's all going to be up to L's now. He would be 1v4 down towards lower B area trying to work up. And Bomb is just now going to go get planted in the B bomb site. And L's, I don't think he's going for this, but he's definitely going to try and hold on to this M4. If he can catch somebody rotating out of the B bomb site, he's definitely going to do that to drop a rifle out of their hands to try and help dampen the economy of Trifecta. He'll get one, but now he's spotted out. He's got somebody coming from upper B, somebody coming from long, and he might push backwards into this player and get caught out. No, he makes the smart move, ends up guessing correctly, and makes it up. Catwalk, no, he gets spotted there. So now they know where he's at. They're going to have a pinch. Yeah, this is going to be tough. He's not going to be able to make it out unless he's able to kill AS2. Molotov he'll be able to avoid. Whitmer has got to push a little bit faster. He backs up a little too far. Ends up burning. The fire fell down in the corner. He ended up walking into it. Thought he was safe because it was up top, but he was not out of the danger zone. Trifecta with 9.
That is hilarious because it was basically the smallest patch of flames you could have at the corner of the staircase, but he walked right into it simply because he was flashed. He was pinned. There was nothing he could do, but it was just a funny outcome to end that round.
So into round 14, we have pistols coming out in favor of Follow eSports. They want to save for the final round of this. They do not want to allow Trifecta to go up 11-4, so they will have some money. Wow, fast trade out from Desi, but Shinobi's right there. And we're actually going to have Whitmer with the op and B-Tons waiting for the flank attempts to come out. And he knows that at least one should be coming from lower B. Let's see how long he holds here. I mean, he's got everybody alive on his team except for 6, so they have good positioning. And, oh, don't get aggressive, Whitmer. No reason to risk that op. Just sit back, play the angle, and wait. Throws a grenade. Gotta be worried about T-spawn at this point. Hades will be trying to push from there. He scoped it, doesn't work. He ends up missing the first shot. Hades takes him down. Now the T's will try and rush back to guard that op and not allow Hades to get it. That nade might play in his favor, though. But it doesn't. We only have Hades' last one left, and he's not able to get the op yet. He's going to wait for the explosion and hope it blows into him. And no, it does not. So he's going to go try and grab it, try and find it. Can't see it yet. Only thing he's able to find, oh wow, is a P90 for his trouble.
Yeah, it blowed off. I mean, it seems like it blown away towards the wall. I thought I saw the op head right behind him towards the wall inside B tunnels. It's quite strange.
I thought it did too from the nade. That's what I was saying. I was like, I think the nade was going to play in his favor, blowing the nade forward, or blowing the op towards him. Oh, but apparently it didn't.
All right, well, the auto sniper works. They're going for the little bit of the NIP kind of thing. And it just seemed that it worked with the auto sniper this time with 3 ops in the middle, dropping the guns, but it's quickly down to a 4-on-3 situation with them capitalizing towards the B bomb site one more time, and a nice flash coming through. I think it was a teammate's flash, actually, that blinded all 3 guys moving inside the site. So, yeah, see? That's what they're talking about. They're just saying, oh, the flash is right behind you. I have no idea how he blinded you. And all 3 of them are blinded running out towards the site, and that's another E point to add to the scoreboard there of Trifecta for another error.
Well, Trifecta here with only Whitmer alive. He's going to be 1-2-3, final round of the half. Wow, hits the fast shot through the door. Not enough to kill Wabbit. Wabbit's going to smoke himself out and just try and hold on. There's only going to be about 45 seconds now left on the clock here for Whitmer to try and work with. Only 18 HP. Bomb down. Great location for Follow eSports to cover. And this is a huge round for them. They have to pick this up, giving them that 10-5 scoreline instead of that 11-4, which would be a lot more damaging, because then at that point, 11-4, Trifecta picks up a pistol, 2 anti-ecos, and they're dangerously close.
20 seconds off on the clock. He's looking for some kills here, but Else peeks out just behind the barrels of the platform and takes it down. We're going to end the first half 10-5 here, as that was at the end of the day, actually not so bad as a score on the scoreboard for Trifecta. With the rounds that they lost them because of sloppy mistakes. But at the end of the day, they still played very well in terms of working as a team for the entries.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you look at the scoreboard, we got it up right now, the Alpha Draft scoreboard, guys. We're going to have an AS2 up top, 17 frags. Below him will be Vice. On the other side, initially, Follow eSports was struggling until they kind of came on at the end. Their rounds were kind of hit and miss. And they got one round 1, round 5, round 6. They got one round 11, round 15. So, I mean, the rounds were hit and miss. They only strung together 2 rounds. That was 5 and 6. So you have Hades with only 13 frags. Same with Desi. And Hades was a big standout. Same with Desi. And Wabbit held down to only 5 frags in the half. And that is absolutely huge for Trifecta to hold Whitmer down like that.
Well, yeah, it's the same for both of them. Wabbit at 5 and 9. Whitmer at 6 and 10. So both at -4. And the only reason why is because we had a lot of entry frags going in for both teams. And not only that, but we had a lot of double ops set up for both teams. And when it wasn't Wabbit that was able to capitalize on the kills, it was Hades with the AWP. When it wasn't Whitmer, it was Shinobi or Vice. Yeah, maybe they didn't get that many kills, but they'd still play their parts with an AWP double op setup.
Yeah, it was interesting when the double op look was coming out. It worked for a few rounds there. Then they had the rounds where they both were the only 2 T's that died were the oppers. And I got the ops in the hands of Trifecta, and that was, I think, round 5 and 6, where they ended up actually winning 2 in a row. And then after that, it was just a long drought, 3 rounds, finally got another one, then it was a 2-round drought. And yeah, it was Trifecta was playing pretty well there. So Follow eSports, if you guys remember, on to Cobble, once they switched to T-side, had an amazing T-half. Let's see if that will hold true again. And they're perfect on pistol rounds tonight. If they win this pistol, they've won all 4 pistols so far.
So the CSGO roster rundown, CSGO Lounge roster rundown, we have Ocean, Else, Wabbit, Desi, and Hades on T side. For Follow eSports, Definitely's now switched sides. And for Trifecta, we have AS2, Shinobi, Whitmer, Vice, and 6 pushing out towards long. It's Whitmer that's going to try to hold him down, and nothing connects, so Ocean gets the kill. Sick is stuck inside the pit. He manages to get one, though, and he's dodging bullets, but finally he falls down, and it's going to be a 4-on-3 situation. 1 minute advantage for Follow eSports. Shinobi trying to push in the smoke and gets picked off. Vice is trying to do the same thing. Tries to even it up on a 2v2, but it gets picked up by Hades, and now it's AS2 stuck in the elevator. This could be it. Yeah, he's spotted on the top. Hades gets the kill, and pistol round comes in favor of Follow eSports.
Yeah, so Follow eSports out of 4 pistol rounds tonight between the 2 maps. They've taken every single pistol round. They did get eco'd initially, though. They won the pistol round in first half on Dust 2, or this map, and then they got eco'd, which turned it into 3 rounds in a row for Trifecta. So hopefully that doesn't happen here, because otherwise that would have been a lot of rounds on the night for Follow eSports just off pistols and anti-ecos after them.
Yeah, and at this point it seems as though just in general Follow eSports is looking to play the comeback game with how strong their pistol round was and just sheer aim. Now we're going to go for a double scout setup, though. And one of them's inside the B bomb site, but it's going to be the 5-7's going to work with AS2 dropping 2. So they're going to be able to salvage some guns in here, and Vice, interesting enough, is actually going to keep the scout instead of moving inside B tunnels to try to pick him up here.
Yeah, good eco coming out here from Trifecta. They already have a Galil in the hands of AS2. Vice and Sick both with the scouts here. Desi's trying to work towards this A bomb site right now. Just got to be worried about Sick with the scout. Sick misses the shot. Desi go for the bomb play. No, Wabbit's going to be in the play. He's going to call the other player coming up ramp. So AS2 is going to be in a gun battle here with Desi, and Desi will win the exchange, gets himself a 3K, and it was looking like Trifecta was about to get another eco off on Follow eSports, but luckily Wabbit and Desi held it down. That'll be 7-10 now in favor of Trifecta.
Yeah, I don't know who had that second scout. I think it was Sick towards that A ramp, and he had to win that fight against Desi. He just gave Desi a little bit more time, too much time to actually look around and get better positioning inside the A bomb site, as he was able to creep through from elbow, quad boxes to the site to get the kill. And Sick only peeked out maybe once with jump shots.
So we're going to have guns up on the side of Follow eSports. They're going to work it into 1 frag right off the bat. Desi is able to take down Whitmer. Hades in the argument also, but Desi gets a little too aggressive coming out mid. Ends up getting punished by Shinobi. And man, now Trifecta getting aggressive on their own, and they're getting ripped apart here. Wow, Wabbit is unbelievably lucky he did not just get ripped by that 5-7 of Shinobi crossing. Shinobi found 2 frags. Yeah. Els finally goes down to him. It'll be a 3-on-2 now.
Yeah, Ocean, meanwhile, is making his way towards this A-bomb site, is going to plant it safely for Pit, but nobody's going to recross because they know that they're both inside the B tunnels. Wabbit's actually waiting there with the Tech 9. He's going to hear them rotate out, so at this point, you see it from that dot, that minimap. 5 and number 1 are creeping and bolting out from long A. It looks like Hades is just going to hold back towards that area, trying to clear out the pit side, but he's just going to save his gun. So it's just going to be Wabbit that's going to try to come through and go for the hunt and see where they could be.
Yeah, they are looking all through tunnels, all through the B bomb site. They have that number 5 man of Hades just hanging out near pit in case anybody escapes out through long. But nobody will be going in that direction. AS2, oh, they're going to get flashed. AS2 is blind here. Ocean and Wabbit have to be very careful. AS2 is going to peek. He's going to catch Ocean from the side, able to take him down. But Follow eSports will win the round thanks to the bomb explosion. That's an 8th round in their favor. But Trifecta will be going on to a full buy here. Let's see what they can make out of this.
Yeah, and there's only really Whitmer being able to go with a glass cannon op. So they still have a pretty decent buy for the team overall. They still have flashes and smokes in terms of utilities. Here comes the pick from Wabbit, though. He takes down Sick, even though he was half blinded. He got blinded, counted to 1, clicked, got the kill.
So round 19 starts off with a frag in favor of Follow eSports. Actually 2 in their favor with Wabbit able to pick up both. But Shinobi quickly answers. That's Els and Desi down in mid. That'll make it a 3-on-3 now. So can Trifecta pick up a round from the CT side here? Or will Follow eSports continue the warpath from T? AS2 completely blind. Hades will capitalize on the pop flash, but again, Shinobi gets himself a 3rd frag. All frags from CT side are from Shinobi, and he's got to be careful. Wabbit jumps up on the car, ends up taking him down, so it's all up to Vice. What does he do? Vice will peek out. He ends up getting the frag on Wabbit, turns around in the smoke, takes down Hades, and huge round coming out from Trifecta to give them an 11 round advantage, or 11 rounds to 8 advantage.
Yeah, big rounds for 3 players there. Shinobi, Vice, and Wabbit. At the end of the day, like I said, we've seen the negative ratios for the oppers just because of the sheer rifling of everybody else. And they're just nothing but like headshots after headshots with a single burst. There's no sprays, there's no lucky shots, there's no stray bullets getting kills. Everybody so far is on point in terms of entries and in terms of trades.
So round 20 underway here. Guns out for Trifecta. Pistols out for Follow eSports. And Trifecta, this could be the boost that they needed from CT side to get this game really rolling in their favor here. They had the advantage. They dropped another pistol round. They couldn't come up big on any of the ecos. So now Trifecta back again in the driver's seat. Would like to string together 2 here as Follow eSports is going to be on the save. And man, Vice, you have to hit those shots. Ends up finally taking down Desi. That gives him that 1-man advantage. Vice only loses 12 HP. It's going to be a mid to B strat though. And Sick pushes right through the smoke. Hit some of those. Doesn't really need to hit more than 1 though, as Vice and AS2 inside the B bomb site quickly mop that attempt up. Vice gets 3 on the round. Trifecta up 12 to 8.
Yeah, and that's, even though Sick wasn't getting any kills, he put enough damage there to let Vice get the few bullets needed with the M4s to get the last 2 kills. Also had good support from AS2. Nothing they could do there for Follow eSports side. Yeah, they got the mid-round, and they got to mid-control quite easily, but at the same time, they couldn't trade kills because nobody was there playing on CT side. They played it more passively, and they were just able to come around and get those kills and not give them a chance to move inside the B-bomb site as they stream 1 by 1 through the window.
Yeah, so round 21 is getting underway. Guns up for both sides. We have a P90 and a FAMAS coming out for Trifecta, though. And we actually have 2 Galils coming out between Ocean and Els for Follow eSports. So we're trying to wrangle this half back in. They're down by 4. They have a chance here to try and force an issue. As Trifecta, not the greatest money in the world, but Whitmer does open with the op in hand. Shinobi takes a ton of damage for Whitmer to get that frag. And Sick just barely survives as Els jumps up on the sandbags there at Catwalk, but Wabbit will get a bomb plan out of his, but good retake positions from Trifecta to get in here, and Sick already removing Ocean. AS2, P90 gets it onto Wabbit. Only Desi is left, 1v5 defending the bomb.
Moving up the stairs, he's going to get the easy kill on Sick, who had no HP left, and AS2 going to work one more time, and Trifecta might be proving me wrong this time as the shots are coming up in their favor, trying to hold out towards the CT side. So They're looking closer and closer to win out the map that they've chosen here. 13-8 is our score overall in the second map. First one was won by Follow Esports, so if Trifecta wins this, we're going to tie it up overall in a 1-1 score for both teams. And yet again, it will be another tie for both of these teams on their records. Both of these teams, if you guys haven't tuned in or just tuned in now, have not yet gotten a victory in the season so far, Pro League.
Yeah, that is absolutely rough. At this point, both of these teams out of the running for the North American spots into the LAN finals. I mean, just playing for the practice at this point. I mean, you get to practice against other pro teams. They get to practice against you, which is helpful. It builds team chemistry, so there's no reason not to try at this point. And I mean, the biggest thing about it is you do not want to be one of the worst teams in the pro division, because then you get forced down into the pro placement tournament where you have to re-earn your spot through that pro placement tournament, which you never know who's coming up through Maine and some of the lower divisions that might be absolutely nutty to try and steal your spot.
Indeed, and look at that. Despite that push at the beginning of the round, they left Long A open. They expected for the terrorist team to fall back towards that middle side and focus towards that.
Oh, that molly.
Yeah, but at least they got a bomb plan right now for FE, because that's all they committed into. They only got Tech 9s, no armors. All they wanted was a bomb plan, and they got it. So Dizzy's going to be the last man standing, get the kill onto them, but this gives them enough money to go for full artilleries in the next round against Trifecta. Yeah, it's 14-8, but this could be a chance for Follow Esports to at least get the round after. But if you look at the overall money so far, though, it's still looking pretty good for Trifecta after all.
Yeah, I mean, Trifecta's on 4 rounds in a row here, so as soon as they got guns in their hands, they took the half back away from Follow Esports. Follow Esports has just kind of been reeling here, and Follow Esports buying heavy into this. If they can't win this round, they will be on max loss bonus, so they are getting some cash out of it to try to make the buy.
What is that pick?
In mid, Shinobi over the top of the smoke, able to take down Wabbit, and that is a huge opener for Trifecta, trying to work towards that 15th round. There's Shinobi again, getting aggressive out in mid, looks down into lower B through the double doors, finds a second frag before Whitmer finally goes down, and just like that, Follow Esports evens it up, 3-3 though. Oh, Desi in the B bomb site, Shinobi again, that's 3 for Shinobi now with the op, so that double op look paying off well for Shinobi.
Yeah, and I think this is the second or third time that Shinobi at least gets a 3K. And the rest of his team has to step up here. If they don't win this round, he's gonna be flustered, he's gonna be angry, there's gonna be some alt chats going on within the team. But the last two guys, Ocean and Hades for Follow Esports, trying to cross over right now. It's up to Sick. Sick whiffs the first spray. He's gonna drop down to get headshotted by Hades midair.
Wow.
Ocean moving up. AS2 still manages to get the kill onto Elevator though, and then takes down Ocean. So they have done their part. But all again, it's thanks to Shinobi. But what a pick. I mean, thankfully for that smoke, because looking from the opera's point of view, which was Wabbit on T side, I saw nothing but the ass of whoever was boosting Shinobi out in that through those double doors. If that smoke wasn't there, that boost would have been a total failure.
Yeah, that would have been rough, but Trifecta now on map point on map number 2. If they're able to win this, they're going to get another tie, not a loss here, which is pretty big. I mean, you get 1 point out of it. Same with the other team, though, but you don't allow Follow Esports to get that first win, and they're starting it off correct. AS2 gets 2, Vice finally goes down at the platform. It's going to be Wabbit who ends up getting that. Grenade comes in a little bit deep. AS2 tries to go for a third, but Shinobi there, hot hand with the op. He's going to make this a 3 versus 2 as Ocean works his way out mid. Is he able to get into the site and collect anything? He's going to push through the smoke. Actually, Sick pushes right into him.
Chest
can't figure out why they can't get by him, so the Sick has to know he's trying to spray through the smoke. Ocean right there at the door. 1v3, Whitmer in his face, and Whitmer will get it with the pistol. 16-8, exact mirror image victory for Trifecta of what their loss was, game or map number 1. So both teams come away with a point tonight. It's going to be a tie across the board.
Yeah, very good games for both of these teams and their respective maps as well. I mean, you're looking at the scoreboard right now. Else is at 10-21 as a bottom fragger. Whitmer is at 9-15. So Wabbit kind of picked it up on T side in terms of his work with the AWP. Whitmer a little bit less, but it's been overshone by the way Shinobi has been opping on T side and CT side for Trifecta. So I gotta say, it was a strong showing for Trifecta for Dust 2. And it shows that they could actually put up good fights against these teams. Because, you know, you can't take anything away from Follow Esports. They defeated Cloud9 yesterday on ESEA in overtime. And despite it being online, whatever, you're still seeing nothing but good competition overall in terms of this Pro League on CEVO this season. Upsets a little bit less because you're seeing at least max 2 maps instead of single maps, which actually at least both of these teams, or any two teams playing against each other, could play their second or third best map, you know?
Yeah, definitely. And it's interesting when you get into the best of 2 scenario, the picks and bans are so important, trying to counter ban, trying to counter pick. And I mean, we saw that tonight with the fact that Mirage was left on the table, and we were kind of like, oh, we've seen Mirage played good by both of these teams, but the fact is, you don't want to give side choice up to the other team when your choice is Mirage or Dust 2, and the Dust 2 pick worked out very well. Both teams win their map picks, and a good job there by both of these teams to not allow themselves to take a loss tonight. I mean, Follow eSports took map number 1 at 16-8, their pick. Then map number 2 goes in favor of I forgot what their new name is now.
Trifecta.
Trifecta, their new sponsor. Jeez. I just went back. I was about to say Mortality. I'm like, that's way too old of a team name for me to be able to use for these guys. But yeah, Trifecta, new sponsorship, formerly Casalis, formerly Mortality. They won their map pick, which was Dust 2, which is impressive. Both teams 16-8 victories for themselves. And I mean, they both come away with the point out of it.
That's right. So this ends it for us at CEVO for this week, because it is Thursday already. Man, does the week go by fast when you watch a lot of good CS, right?
Right.
But we're going to get some more action happening with you guys next Sunday. So we actually have broadcasts from Europe and from North America. So we have nothing but Counter-Strike Go action throughout the whole day, Sunday through Thursday. And the first one will be Sunday, which is Penta Sports versus Titan, and also eFrag versus Titan. So a Titan doubleheader for the European side. While for NA, we have WinterFox versus Luminosity Gaming, a little bit of a revenge match for WinterFox against their old organization. And Threes Up versus Follow eSports as well, right here on MLG TV. So, Misled, it was a pleasure to cast with you, bro.
Oh, yes, man. I definitely enjoyed it. And I was excited as soon as you came, you became part of the CEVO family over here. I was hoping we would be able to make this happen.
We made it happen, man. We made it happen.
And remember, guys, if you guys want to give us a follow, give us some shout-outs, make sure you do that. Go follow at CEVO, at MLG. Mine is going to be at Misled138. And I'm pretty sure yours is just at Vansilli, right?
Quite simple. Quite simple.
Yeah, yours is, I thought there was a CSGO behind it. I had to check real quick. And that's going to be at Vansilli. Make sure you guys give this guy a follow. He is an absolute legend in this casting game that we're in right now, and it was an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for coming on tonight, casting, and I hope we get to do this a lot more often.
For sure. Thanks for having me. Big shout out as well to Alex and to Truck for running the production and the camera, respectively. Make sure you guys check us out as well for the VODs that we have also on YouTube, and you guys can check that out. The follows are given. So, guys, have a good night. We'll see you guys next time.